The second thing is that I learned that I am incredibly impatient, which was quite a shock. And I would catch myself feeling really anxious about needing to make some level of progress in my training. So I would come into my practice space and I'd want to get 4 things done during the short time that I had to work on training. And that alone created some anxiety in the system that didn't need to be there. And I would just rush to try to get these things done. And this especially happened if I saw that I was making considerable progress. If I saw that, then I wanted to race ahead to the next thing, which is not how you go about recovering from musician's focal dystonia. So that's another thing. This recovery process takes patience, so don't be in a hurry. The next thing that I want to mention is this issue of mindset, and this is a key issue with this whole syndrome. So with musician's focal dystonia, as you might know, it can really sabotage your self-confidence. And it can also cause a whole host of other things, like trying to over-control results, trying to overthink a particular physical action. And you can almost feel like this entity has come in and taken over your headspace. And you may even go so far as to accept that that's the way it is. But in fact, it's not the way that it has to be. It's just that when there is so much anxiety and fear in the system and cloudy thinking in the system, then we can feel like we are helpless, like we are victims. And we can't turn this around when in fact we can. So the mindset piece is really, really important. And this goes to the constant barrage of negative thoughts that you might experience. I had lots of them. They were thoughts like, you'll never get better. Why are you wasting your time training? You'll never be able to perform again, etc. So these thoughts can run rampant if we don't start to take charge of the situation. And that starts by recognizing what's going on. So that's the first step, is to recognize that you're in this pattern of negative thinking. That's step 1. And then to work on turning this around. And that starts by saying, I'm not going to think this way anymore. I'm making progress. I'm taking steps in my recovery. I can't wait to return to the stage and play, whatever it might be for you. But if you don't do anything, you're accepting those thoughts. And they can become a deeper and deeper pattern over time. So it's just so important to recognize that, in fact, we are in charge. We gave that up, but we can reclaim it. So I wanted to mention that.